Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome to a first impressions video on Fish Simulator Aquarium Manager. I received an email from a developer of this game a couple of days ago asking me to have a look at this game, and it seems fairly good. I've not really played that far through it just yet. I've just been checking, making sure all the controls and everything works and that I can record it. And so we're going to have a look through it today. Just to read you a little bit of a blurb about this: manage your aquarium your way, make a colourful community tank with numerous different species, or specialise deep into your favourite fish for maximum returns. So it's all about buying and selling fish and making a profit that way, so you can buy better fish and sell better fish. And collect an ever-expanding cast of fish, but ensure to acquire the various exotic foods for some of the fussier eaters. So a lot of the management stuff we've seen in other games before as well. Unlock progress for extensive and ever-growing unlock tree. Customise your tank in your own artistic style whilst keeping all your different breeds happy. Care for your fish to ensure a happy and full life. Breed your favourite species to pass your favourite traits on to new offspring. So there's a little bit of a spore kind of element in it as well. We're going to get straight into it here. We can insert a new game. So first of all, it's a very, very basic game at the moment. I don't know if this is going to be exactly how it looks going forward. It has just been put out on full release at the beginning of April 2020. But at the moment, it looks very nice. Don't get me wrong, it looks lovely. I like the styling of the game. There's a couple of things I might do just to make it a little bit easier to play with, because one of the things I got wrong in the very initial testing of this, we can unlock a goldfish here, and then this little pellet comes down here at the bottom, and then this will the progress bar will come up, and then once this finishes we will get our first goldfish. And so that is there now. So we have a goldfish called Gandalf. Wonderful. And so Gandalf here needs a few things. He needs the proper temperature in the water and the proper the filtration in the water. Now this is similar to kind of Mega Aquarium we've seen before, but this actually takes you into the tank with the fish. So we can see at the moment he needs more filtration and he's too hot. So we are going to decrease this temperature until that's okay, but the little bar's gone now. And now we can increase. Oh, he's a little bit too cold. So we can increase the temperature again and then increase that. Okay, so now we've done this. What the problem I had was that this window was open here, and so I had all the information about him here, and I could not see this the temperature gauge behind. So he the fish was born, and then I clicked on it, and then this came up. And I was frantically trying to click up and down on here, trying to work out what was wrong with him, but he was still losing health. And I couldn't really work it out until I pressed that button there, and suddenly this comes up, and everything makes sense. So yeah, just make sure you don't have the fish information open when you're trying to adjust the temperature. We can now head back to the shop, and we can go to the food tab. And we can get some Neo Flakes here. These are the fish, the food for the goldfish, Neon Tetra, and for the Molly. Now, some of these names I do recognise from Mega Aquarium. So we can grab this food and just place it onto the screen, and that will go into the top of the tank there. And the fish will head over and eat it up. And so once this guy has given us our first life point, these are called, down here, we just unlocked a new Steam achievement called Novice Feeder. That's really nice. And we can increase the speed of the game here. Okay, so now that we've got life points to spend, we can click on this button up here, Unlock Tree. And this is probably my favourite part about the game. This is brilliant. I really, really like this. I love large, expansive trees like this. And if we zoom out just a bit, we can see that this is huge. So here is our goldfish area here. We have the neons here. we have the mollies here, we have sword tails here, and this is everything which is open to us at the moment. So we are right in the centre here, side hustle. So this is the first one we need to unlock. It only costs 1 life point, and it is you take a second job picking up partiers on a Friday night, increase daily income by 14. I quite like the fact that the gated one, the one you have to open first, is absolutely nothing to do with fish at all. And so how do we click on this now? Let's see. Go back to the beginning. And so I've been able to find out what this is. If you have the game paused like this, then the unlock tree, you can't actually click on any of these to unlock them. You need to actually have the game running either at normal speed or at high speed, and then these will actually be unlockable. So we're going to speed up time here and wait for a new point. I think if we can click on you. Oh, it's just had the little sound there, so we've actually got more. We do need more food, so we'll go to the shop, we'll get some more Neo Flakes. I think I'll get a couple of these actually. And then we can go to food, and we can put one into the water there. So we've got a bit spare for when he needs feeding again. He's going to go and eat. So now we can come back to the tree. And I think a lot of this game is going to be coming in and out of this tree and just fine-tuning exactly what you want to do. So we have 2 points for increase Platy's life point generation by 7. We have 2 points for globalization 4. Or IV? Globalization, I'm not sure which it is. Is it Roman numerals or is it IV? Online shopping across the border gets you more value for your dollar. Tank items down by 3%. And then Fisherman's Tail, fish going through growth spurts gain +2 to their length. And then increase the sell value of small fish categories by 2. I think we're going to go for this one. We're going to carry on with Goldfish line just for now. Steady investing. You move some of your cash from under the bed into a savings account. Increase income by 13%. And you can actually mouse over all of these and you can see where you're going to go. So you can actually plan out your route to a lot of this stuff. I mean, let's see what... We need 5,000 to unlock this, but some of this... Unlock Neo Bloodworms for purchase in the store. Increase Angel Fish life point generation by 9. So there's a huge amount of stuff here. And then, I mean, this thing is just huge. And I love the different styles it's all in, all the little patterns. I really, really like that. Anyway, we're going to come back out of there. We're going to go to, what do we have now? In the shop, I want to have a look at the tank. So we can buy decorations for the tank. So we have 878 monies, whatever monies are, and we're currently gathering 314 monies per day. So, okay, so you fill up these slots at the bottom of the tank here. Let's just put in a nice little rock there, and we will grab some Amazon sword, 150, and we'll place that just there. Quite nice, a little animated thing there. Do need more food, so we're going to stick another one of those. I might actually stick 2 in, see what happens there. And I think it's about time to get another fish really. Let's get 2. So there's 1 down here and 1 there. We'll have 3 fish in total. We are going to have to get a lot more food, and we're going to have to... Wow, he eats a lot. These things apparently get quite big as well. So there are our new 2. We have Peach and Shadow. Wonderful. I like the fact they are named fish. They're not just Goldfish 1, Goldfish 2. And it looks like we can actually edit these. So Gandalf could be Apache. But I'm actually going to leave it as Gandalf. I like the name Gandalf. One of my favourite characters in those books. However, over here we have Peach. So let's just go, I don't know, call you Plum. There you go. And you are now Plum. I like that. So let's have a look at the next thing on the unlock tree. So I'm going to go for this one, the increase income by 13%. I think that's going to be quite important in the early game here. Try and get our money sorted as soon as we can. I think that's one thing I've learned from playing Mega Aquarium. for so long is that you really need to get your income, your money, sorted, and then you can start playing around with various different fish and with various different decorations and items and stuff. Speaking of which, there are a few more icons that have unlocked up at the top here. We have a vault, which is currently empty, doesn't have anything in it. We have records, so this is just like a fishpedia type thing, encyclopedia of fish. Still got a question mark on the food though, so I'm not too sure. And it does tell you actually the proper temperature range to keep the tank at as well. Now I suppose one thing is going to be when... What are you? What's this? Why do you have this? Are you ill? Oh, okay, I need lots more food. Let's just completely fill up on food. And I've completely forgotten what I was talking about then. There we go. Hopefully you'll be okay. That's a lot of food in there. And now you're... Oh, you're fighting each other, are you? Okay. So apparently these don't particularly like each other. They are infertile, they are rapid, and they grow big. And then it doesn't really say anything else. Ah, okay, add to vault, so we can actually house fish if we want. Take them out of the tank. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. If you have multiple tanks or multiple different types of fish, how do you make sure that the temperature and everything's okay for them? Do we have to kind of sell off these fish and then bring in a whole load of new fish, but like the temperature and the filtration different? We're getting a lot of fog or smog on the screen here, just for this mildew effect. I assume there is going to be... Ah, clean the tank. I did read about this. So do we just click on this, or do we... How do we do this? Ah, okay. Okay, so you have to click on each of the different things and it will clean the tank for you. And that costs 100, and then it costs 125 for the next time. And so the price will keep going up on that, I assume. We have some more things in the unlock tree, and I am in need of money. So I don't know how big these things are at the moment, but increase the sell value of small fish by 3, increase the sell value of large fish by 2. So which way do we want to go here? Or do we want to go up somewhere else? What's down here? Take a second job picking up parties on a Friday night again. That's the same one as there. Fish going through growth spurts gain +2 to their length. Let's get that one. And then we can get this one as well. Discus life points, sell large fish. And then gain a +4%. So yeah, I think carry on down this line for a little bit. And then I think we might shoot off down here as well. So these guys, Goldfish Apprentice, I've just got an unlock achievement on Steam there. So this guy, can we, yeah, we can sell you for 768. Wow, okay. Does it tell me what size you are classed as? Low oxygen, okay, we'll increase oxygen in here. And we do need more food. I am going to sell this one because I think at the moment we need to keep on top of the money, and it's getting difficult to keep on top of the food. So we need to go to food, we need to buy a few more of these, place these into the tank. Maybe you only put one in at a time and wait for that to go through. That's alright. And now we have 4 points. Can we unlock anything else? Not quite there. Okay, these get progressively more expensive anyway as we go on. So you've really got to plan your route through the unlock tree there. And we do need more food. This one's still hungry. And these guys are incessant eaters. They like their food a lot. Let's bring it up fast a little bit, try and get some more of those life points. And you're still hungry. So yeah, maybe we need to try and unlock some food. Is there any way we can do that? So, is there anything else these will eat? Yeah, would eat these ones. Whatever these are. Swordtail, platy, goldfish. We'll eat that. Let me have a look around and I'll see if there's anything else I can do to increase the food here. So having a better look through the tech tree here, I can see that a lot of the different options, like there's one here, unlock Neo Basic Granules, but I don't know whether if we got 7 points, whether that would be available to us now. It looks like one of the biggest things is buying and selling off fish in fairly rapid succession, especially at the beginning of the game, to be able to progress through this tree. And it seems like this screen here is one of the biggest parts about the game, and you really need to work your way through a lot of different sections of this. For example, here we have increased mollies life point generation by 1. Mollies take up 1 less space, allowing you to care for more fish. And then we have small fish generate an extra 10 life orbs. And then at the end of that tree, unlock mollies per purchase in the store. So we unlock a lot of stuff for the mollies before we can actually buy them. So is it better to kind of fast track your way to a new fish there? Or is it better to try and curve out around the side and maximise your profits for that fish and then just like grab them and sell them off as soon as you can? And again, I'm not sure what happens with these ones, so it'll be interesting to see as we play a little bit more of this now, just what we can do with this. For instance, we have the swordtails here. We're actually fairly close to that, so maybe it would make sense to go for this small expert merchant here and then go for the unlock swordtails so we can play with a new type of fish today as well. And then we have a lot of other stuff in here, but I do want to try and unlock a new type of food. I have found this little bar at the bottom here. We can drag food from our food inventory here into these hotbar slots there, and then that is 1, 2, 3, 4 on the keyboard. So we're going to let time go again now, and I think what I want to do is maybe sell these 2 off, get a decent stash of food going. So if we go to the list here, this little button here, this will show us the overview of all the different fish we have in the tank. And there's a couple of different options we could have. What I'm thinking of doing, just as an experiment, we're going to sell these 2. So we got like an extra 600, nearly 700 monies there. I don't know what monies, what the actual things are called. I'll end up calling it gold or dollars at some point, I know. I'm just going to call it monies for now. And then we're going to go to the shop. All of this food's just lying on the floor at the moment of the tank, that's fine. And we're actually going to get, like, what was that, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And just see how that works. Is it good to invest all your money into the fish? And then when these hatch, they will have money to, they will have food to go for straight away. We do have a bit more money there. We have an achievement called It's Crowded has just been unlocked. That probably means that these are too big for the tank. Yeah, I mean, if we look at this, low space. Okay, so now if we go to the list, we spent 300 on each of these. But we're only getting like 170 is the maximum there. So I want to try and keep these in the tank. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to go to food. Got one more now as well. So I want to get as much of this as I can. And we're just going to make sure that all these are fed. We need to increase the filtration because there's a lot more fish in there now. So they're okay. Now these fish are going to be cramped, they're not going to be very happy, they will start fighting with each other. But again, this is just an experiment to see kind of what the different play styles of the game are. We're just going to give them enough food so that we might be able to get a little bit of profit when we start selling them. If not, then we've just wasted a lot of money. I've just got another achievement unlocked called Apprentice Feeder. It must be, I don't know how many of these I've actually given them now. But they are starting to fight each other as well. But I'm hoping once these, well, if they actually grow up, it will give me a lot of these life points to add. We'll have more food. But what are their prices now? Is it changed at all? It doesn't look like it's changed, unfortunately. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell off this one is the most expensive. So I'm going to sell this one off. Aha! We have just got a load of points. Sold them off just too soon. Typical. So we're going to go for which ones? I want to try and get this one. Small fish generate an extra 10 life orbs, because then that will really help us to boost this up. First of all though, can I actually unlock this one? No, I can't. So we're going to go for fish going through. Oh no, I need to go for this one first. And then we have 10 points left, so we can get this one. We're going to need a bigger boat. Fish going through growth spurts gain an extra 3% of their length and 3% of their weight. And then we can come up to this one. Mollies take up 1 less space, allowing you to care for more fish. And what has that done? Is that another one just popped? I think so. Or maybe we've just lost one. Oh, these are actually... Okay, I'm going to sell this one off because this is actually getting us a profit now. So there's that one gone. So 4 in the tank. And they are still... Oh no, they've lost their low space now. So we can fit 4 of them at a time into the tank. We need more food, so we'll stick those into there. And we will grab more food from the shop. I think we'll spend all the money there on food because we know we're going to need it going forwards. And we just need to wait for the next little growth spurt. And that will give us a lot more. We need 11 for this one, and then we're going to need 12 for this one, so we need 23 in total. Now, of course, we've lost a couple of fish there, or sold a couple of fish. They are still fighting here as well, but hopefully in this next growth spurt they will give us a lot more of the life points. And then I'm going to try and unlock the mollies, I think, as we're heading in that direction. It is the next one after this life orb one, which I've been wanting. And then we'll unlock the mollies and we'll see what they're about. So a few more life points here and we can grab the next one in the chain. We have space saver mollies, that's the one. Mollies take up 1 less space. So we're going to grab that. And then that will take us to this one that we want. We also have here increase Molly's life point generation by 7, and I think that would be nice before we grab this one. Maybe we grab this one and then that one, just so that we've got this unlocked. It makes sense having them unlocked before we start unlocking their traits, I think. So yeah, just got to wait for more and we should be there. So I think this is the final growth spurt for these guys. Also, the tank is getting a bit dirty and these guys do not like that. So we'll go to the tank info here and we can clean the tank. Just a little mini game there, and there we go. So there is the tank. They need some more food. Stick some more food in. And we'll go to the list. And we're not actually making any money on these just at the moment. So we'll leave that just for a second and we will grab this one that we want here. And that's really going to help us be able to boost up stuff for the rest of this. Because my next move is to sell all these guys off and grab some new ones. But I think it has to bump over to a new day for these to actually change. So we'll see. We'll put it up to fast speed. And see if this changes at all. It's probably going to be at the start of a new day though, so as soon as this money ticks over, we will check the list. Need more food. Okay, that's ticked over, so we go to list now. And no, it hasn't. Okay. So we click on, take back to normal speed so I can actually click on them. Edith, what are you? We'll go to you're only level 2, okay. So I want to take them to level 3, so I think we may just need to wait. Take it back up to high speed. Only got 6 of those Neo Flakes left, so we will grab a few more. And at the moment there's not really much else to spend the money on. We need more food. Aha, here we go. So we do have lots of points now, and we are able to sell that one, and that one, and that one for profit. That's good. That's all I wanted to do with those fish. All I wanted to do was actually make a profit on them. And get a load of points, because now they were all at maximum level. We can fill the tank up with some more, well, with some mollies actually, which is I think smaller. So let us go to the unlock tree. We can unlock, oh no, let's unpause the game and then go to the unlock tree. We can unlock the mollies, and we can also increase their point generation by 7. They are small fish as well, so we will be able to get an extra 17 on these. So you can start seeing it ramps up the amount of points you get to spend very, very quickly. However, these are now 19 per one that we want to get. Next one will be 20 and then 21. So it goes up very, very quickly. So you need to keep on top of that and have a look through in these different areas where the next one is to increase your life point generation, so you can actually carry on up the tree. So if it was one over here, let's say this one, increased guppies life point generation by 5, and we knew we were going to have guppies soon, but we need to try and race towards this one before these start getting too expensive to be able to get there. So it's a little bit of a race. I quite like that. So the next one here would be an extra growth spurt, boost of a growth spurt, selling large fish for more money, and then reducing heating costs. And these seem to be fairly generic all the way through, or fairly similar, I should say, all the way through. So you have some that will increase the money that you get from selling fish, some that will increase or decrease your running costs, some that will increase the variety of the fish, and some that will just give you flat increases like the daily income here and this one down here. So yeah, I really do like this. So now we actually have a fairly decent amount of money. We have 3,220 and we're still on 363 a day. And we have the mollies unlocked, so we can have a look at these. These are 900 each. They are smaller. They are space of 10, whereas these ones are a space of 22. So we can actually fit twice the number of these in. Well, no, in fact, we can fit a lot more. We can fit 10 of these in. If we have a look at the tank info, the space in this tank is 100. So we can actually fit 10 of these in at the smallest size, but I think they will grow and take up more space as they grow. So I think I'm only going to put, well, I can only afford 3 of them anyway, so we're going to put 3 of them in there, invest in these ones. They are speed of 2, hunger 28, aggression 6, whereas these ones speed of 1.5, hunger 40 and aggression 10. So these are actually a lot easier to look after. They don't eat as often. They are less aggressive and they are slightly faster in the tank as well. The oxygen -4, carbon dioxide 4, oxygen -10, carbon dioxide 10. So they might have a little bit of a less range on the filtration to be able to get the sweet spot there. The goldfish were temperature minimum 18, maximum 24, whereas these are maximum of 28. So there's a little bit more leverage in the heat that you can do there. So you can actually have goldfish and mollies in the same tank, and they will be perfectly fine together, I think, unless they start fighting over food and space. We're going to wait till these are unlocked. They do have a much longer gestation period, I suppose. It's not really gestation, is it? It's just, I don't know, waiting for them to hatch. And then we can see what these are like. We're nearly there. Come on, there we go. There's 3 of those. Now we do start off nice and small. We have Cosmo, we have Moon, and we have Gustav. One of these things is not like the other. Hello Gustav, what are you? So level 1 Molly. It is 1 inch in size. It weighs 0 ounces. This one is a male. We have Moon here, who is a female. And we have Cosmo, who is a male. They're actually worth 23 each. Wow, okay. So we're going to get a load of unlock points when these grow up. So we're going to stick some neoflakes in. Hopefully these neoflakes are good enough for these guys. Let's have a look. Yes, these can be eaten by the mollies. That's good. And we're going to grab a few more of these as well. Want these to grow up nice and quickly, so we're going to increase the speed of the game here. Just until we get some more of these points unlocked. And we'll see what's next. So there we go, we've just got the next little growth spurt there. So we have 62 points now to unlock stuff with. So we can increase their growth spurts, we can rainbow fish take up 1 less space, but we haven't actually unlocked rainbow fish. So I'm not going to take that just for yet. We have bonus 1 to their length. So this is a static bonus 1 to their length. And then, which one? This one up here was a bonus 3% to their length and 3% to their weight. And then we can increase the cell value of small fish by 6. So I think we're going to want this one here. And then we're going to want this one here. And that will allow us to sell fish much more easily. And then we need 1 more point for this, typically. Your excessive use of spray deodorants has an effect on the Earth's ozone, increasing global temperatures but decreasing your heating costs by 2. Is that a good thing? I don't think that's quite a good thing really, is it? Okay, it decreases our heating costs, but don't really want to increase the global temperature. That wouldn't be good. We have... what else can we unlock here then? There's so much, you don't really know where to look next. That's one of the things. You could spend a long time here planning out your route, and I think that's the best way to play this game actually, is to start off with a game pause like this, come into the unlock tree here and just have a look at where you want your game to go. And I think this is part of the replayability in this game as well, is that you could do a run where you start off here and you want to try and aim for the angelfish as soon as you can. So you'd have to go all the way through this tree here to get to here and finally unlock this one. But if you didn't want to go that way, you could come all the way through this way instead and try and get the better one here and the platies. So you could choose either to go through the platies or through the zebrafish to get to the better here, or I suppose you could go for the Oscars here as well. But if you wanted to do this one, you'd have to go through this one. And you can see it's just a huge maze, brilliant maze all the way through this tech tree. And it's just vast, it's huge. And this is only the very, very first iteration of the game as well. This has much more room to expand up here and to have much more of these available to you as the game goes on and expands. There's probably a lot of options to gain new tanks as well, multiple tanks. Try and take this... I don't want to equate this game to Aquarium at all, because it's nothing like it. This is much more of a kind of arcade style, I suppose, in that you're addressing one specific thing, this one tank, rather than trying to manage a whole business. and you're just like a local collector here, which is maybe buying fish from Mega Aquarium. That's maybe where you're getting these fish from. You could try and tie it in that way if you like, but from a gameplay perspective, it is nothing like Mega Aquarium. But I wanted to review this game, not review it, to give the first impressions of it, because I know a lot of my audience has come from a Mega Aquarium game, and I think that a lot of you will really quite enjoy this. I know on the Discord for Mega Aquarium, I've been reading that there's been a lot of like a hive of activity, basically wanting games like this, wanting fish management games, and people get really into it. As I said in my Mega Aquarium videos, I haven't really been into the fish side of it that much. I've been more into the management side. I like management games, and this really does it. And this tech tree, I love it. I absolutely love this. I wish more games had this style of really intricate, long-winded and almost non-exhaustive tech trees. It's brilliant. So yeah, that's my first impressions of this. I hope you have enjoyed this today. I'm gonna not do a full series on this unless you want me to. So if you want me to carry on with this and maybe continue from this save, or start a brand new game, let me know down in the comments section, and I'll do it on likes. Like this video if you want me to see me do more of it, and let me know what you think of this down in the comments below. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.